from the children of planet Earth. Hello from the children of planet Earth. Hello from the children of planet
Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? Nice little bump going on in the early morning session of the event. GDP came out. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning.
Put it on the card. Put it in the bag. These 3 bags used to be 6. Seems like the only thing going up these days is your credit card balance.
My intuition last night was to long this because we had our overnight dynamics were supporting right underneath here that we would have a continuation of yesterday's move. So I'm looking for today, particularly to see us have, a nice kind of more decent move to the upside. All the indices, major indices are already pressed towards bands are here. I like to see the S&P A day like this, I've seen days like this before, could end up higher highs along this. We can catch up to this trajectory today. I'm expecting a long trade, hopefully. Hit a bounce, run up, hit some DD bands, keep going, maybe. We'll see. Time to wake up. Time to get ready. Good days, man. It's been one heck of a trading month. Just about done decking out the office for the new camera show. I want to give you guys a sneak peek maybe today. Let's see what I'm building up over here. Right. It's almost 20 points away. What's up, everybody? What's up, John? What's up, Words on a Plate? Good morning, everybody. What's up, friends? Right. Days like this, we have about 5 minutes to kill. What's up with the GDP numbers? Let's go ahead and mark out some obviousness here and get some red line action going here. Doing our market homework. Let me do this one back then. Just get prepared for this one. One more yesterday. Good today. Get these marked before the day started, so before the day starts, you can actually just add something to your account. Yeah, we count this right here. No pre-market upkeep here. Alrighty, guys, 3 minutes till market opens, and it'll be showtime. This is a technique we call it our illiquidity pivots technique. Double checking the anchor point here. No, that's not. I had to zoom in to see this one is the better. Is that volatility? Yeah, okay. Just prepping for, oh. Till market opens. Good morning, everybody. We get to give us a little love on the stream here. Hit the thumbs up button below if you guys can scroll down and do that really quick pre-market. All right, we're ready to roll. Guess the next one I see is 5,000. Wait, 5,000? Oh shoot, there we go. We're going there, by the way. That's my opinion. Good morning, guys. Today we had great reads on economic data. GDP, unemployment numbers came out. All came out good. 3.3 on a 2 estimate. Really good. It's a surprise hit. The market jumped pretty quick on that one. That forecast was so low. Get the initial jobless claims. No, I'm sorry. This is. Yeah, that's today. There we go. Yeah. Okay, resilience opening up pretty long and strong in here. I would say a little index divergence, not too bad. Okay, inside of the box, I'll retrace here. I'm gonna grab a long and then quickly leave it at half gap if it doesn't turn out to be a good liquidity map. Okay, so we opened up and immediately dove in to the box, so we'll see what we get. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a half gap long. Res is good. Mean reversion on UVXY. Nice full long up on S&P. Oh yeah, full long up golden, baby. Let's go. I love it. Let's go. Half gap long and take it. You get close to it. That like button, you guys. Let's go. All right, mean reversion on VIX. That's clean. There's no VIX data. That's good. R&R is pretty good from here. 15 to 35 is about a 20-point rip. I got about a 2-point drop to hedge pressure, so. Oh yeah, we're running. All right, UQQ, bull long up golden, all signs green, everything's perfect. Looking solid here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let me get my pen here. Hit that like button, you guys. Get down below the stream if you don't mind. Give us a little bit of love here. Up gap. And then hedge pressure will be right about 4,900. That's what I'm looking for. Clean, easy day. Now, hopefully, now easy doesn't mean ruin the trade. Easy just means easy to manage. The third one of these from last week we've had nice and clean. Even res, an eyeball on these. But everyone hit it pretty hard. I'll do 15 here. I'll do 15 at hedge. How we doing at VIX? VIX is looking clean. No decay patterns, mean reversion looking great. Still below triple B, which is looking solid and fantastic here. All right, I do like what I see. Russell getting close to the rate. Yeah, Russell is getting close. Now again, I could be wrong. Days like this, these one-off sell-off days in the middle of like these squeezy bull markets that tend to play like this overnight, my brain tells me that they want to catch up. That. So we'll see. We'll see if today's a break, a DD break day and go. Again, we'll see. We'll see. Monitoring our data here. From the res test. These numbers need to stay above 0. We'll be good. Here we go. Starting to move. Let's get outside the box. I'd like to see that. wait, where did my... The bull zone not extending above current price doesn't really matter. At least as far as our current understanding of our strategy is, it's not something we apply. A great question though. What the algorithm is really concerned with is where the bull zone is relative to the bear zone. So anything above here, even though there's no bull zone, is still considered bull zone by our algorithm. So what ours will show you that if it's trading up in here, that'll still be a B. So in our strategy, we want to know where the bull zone is relative to the bear zone, where the bulls and bears are split. There might not be as many bulls up here to trigger the algorithm to consider it part of the zone. But in your trading, you consider it still bull zone. And the algorithm will as well, because it's not bearish. It's certainly not bearish. If it was display any kind of, if there are any lighter gray boxes, then yeah. But good question, Robert. Yeah. You guys don't mind hitting that thumbs up button below the stream? Just scroll down, give it a clicky tap with your mouse. Give it some love. Today we're monitoring resilience. We're making sure it's staying put and looking solid. Every time you click the thumbs up, a trader buys a share of GameStop. What are you guys up to today? Y'all doing anything fun? Okay, keep an eye on res today. Nasdaq is starting to try to go negative. S&P's trying to go negative. It's hanging in there. I have no fear of this today, really. It's bull long up golden, guys. All lines are green. Can't argue with that. Got the burp outside the box. Should hit a little harder. It's 20 points. 20 points from here. It's about 1-to-1 on this first trade. I don't want to go too heavy just yet. Unless if we break outside of the box here, then I'm gonna pop in and just add 5 more. So I'm gonna do 15 here and then 15 more at Hedge for three total. 3 total micros. I mean 3 total minis. What do you guys think today? Hello, friends. Tesla minus 10%. Look at Tesla real quick. Our liquidity maps. Tesla. Oh, Tesla's got hedge pressure break, but supported at monthly hedge. Looking decent here. Some of the big hitters today. AMD earnings season going on here. AMD strong bull long up. Loving it. These are the ones from yesterday. AT&T, IBM, strong bull long up with hedge pressure. Everything is bull long up on hedge pressure support. Being great. Aftermarket earnings for today. It's a big day. Hold on. Oops. All right, today we've got Visa, Intel, T-Mobile. Let's get Visa because Visa's let's keep Visa front and center today. Take a look at some of these stocks that are hanging hedge pressure. Visa's got earnings. It'd be weird for it to break hedge pressure and collapse before it's on earnings, so we'll have to see. Intel looking decent. So these are the ones who have aftermarket earnings today. The T-Mobile. I do like it. It's looking solid. Let's take the risk. Why not? I'll cut if we start to lose. Res is looking good. I'll go in 2 here and I'll just add 10 more down in here. I think I'm very confident in this one. Pulling up gold and resilience looking clean. Can't argue with that. Let's take some pictures. Do some calls here. Intel. Looking solid. I'm a little heavy on my trade, but I have room to dive in a little heavier if it dips. This is Intel. Clean, 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 clean. V until V today. Oh, Visa. These are still looking solid. I did one for V. Oh well. Do my morning homework. Pre-market, pre-earnings setups. Let's see. Solid, solid. Things looking good. That half gap support in just a second. I'd be very surprised if this deteriorated today. I think people are going to try to sell it, but I think it's going to turn around and squeeze. We do have big earnings today, so that could kind of keep things in check. But usually you don't usually have a big sell-off day leading into major earnings. Good morning. So what I do is I gauge on, like today, I usually can trade both of them. So you have like this open trade, which I try to hit. And then half gap is an entry and blue is an entry, and all of our strategies are lining up right here. So resilience off of here, greater than 0, half gap is likely an entry as well. Blue line is like a last resort entry, and then I'm out here. I'm very confident that it's going to pivot like here. I think this is it. But we'll see, right? We'll see if I'm wrong. These are looking good. Carmel, I got your screenshot, dude. I remember we talked about this. We can't do it because we can't change anything inside of here. We can't modify that. I remember specifically now that we talked. Oops, did I? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I remember now. We're kind of limited in our white label what we can modify. I do remember when you sent that to me. When you said, because like when you said drop down, I thought you were talking about something down here. Because in the context I was showing this when you said that. I was like, oh, what can we drop down here? Up there, yeah, it'd be really nice if we could do something like that. Unfortunately, we don't have like the most unlimited flexibility.
Cash credit card. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on purchases you want, like dance lessons. And on what you need.
I hate when random ads pop up on these. Right, let me go give me a Celsius here. Papa Bear gotta wake up. Gonna examine the fundamentals really quick. Market fundamentals here. Take a look at what we were missing in the morning while we were getting ready for the market here. Kind of just popped it here. Keep that in my periphery here. Initial jobless claims are showing waves of layoffs. You can see that while we do have a spike, it's still trending down over the last 2 years. So after COVID, right, the waves of layoffs, this is every time. So initial jobless claim is the initial filing. So you got laid off from your job. You have a quick cry in the bathroom, and you go sit in your car and start filling out the unemployment form to qualify for unemployment. And you're filling out the form, you submit it. Now you're part of the statistic of this. We've all been there. We've all probably, everybody's probably been laid off from a job at least once and had to do this. You all know the process, right? This is being that process. These are the initial filings. So the initial week. So these are people that are filing that week. The big humps are like waves of layoffs. Like lots of people are getting laid off this week. Laid off this week. Laid off these weeks. Spike here, but in general, since May, since market's been rallying-ish, we've been trending down in the initial jobless claims. And the continuing jobless claims are people that are continuing to file for unemployment after the first week. Or in general. It's the total number who are qualified in general under unemployment insurance. Looks like a trade's taken off there, $100 up. Let's see if we get it. Here's a half gap tap. I mean, the upper box tap. I think we're good. I like it. So keep your fingers crossed for me. As you see, like after COVID, right? It's so hard to see this data because COVID spikes it out. Let's just move it off the screen. After pretty much most people got to work, we're going to compare the two. So we usually will take a look at is that you will have, 1, 2, 3, 4 waves of layoffs, and then fewer of those. And then what happens to those people when they get laid off after the worst week? Do they get their jobs back? We can see that the continuing jobless claims, while there were humps in the initials, the continuing jobless claims were starting to get higher and higher and higher. They were getting fired and getting their jobs back, but overall, as a total, not as many people were going back to work leading up into about May of 2023. But until about then, we peaked on the growing amount of unemployed folks, and this number started to kind of trend down with a little bit of a spike towards the seasonal part of last year. Obviously, seasonal firings tend to happen, and then we're starting to trend down again. This is a decent sign to see that the available labor pool of people that are looking for a job and unemployed, who got fired from their job, being laid off for non-performance reasons, means that they're quality laborers. They can easily get a job. If you got fired because you suck, you're not going to qualify. These are qualified individuals that need a job, and those numbers been kind of like oscillating but peaking and kind of coming down. That's a decent sign as people are going back to work. It means that the difference, the jobs that are available against the people that need the job, they're easily finding that matchup. And the holdup earlier was the fact that people wanted such a high wage because of inflation and post-COVID effects. Now people are being more moderate and just taking what they can get, and it's easier for them to find jobs. It's a little more lubricated. So the job market's looking healthy and stable. That soft landing the Fed's talking about is here. Yay! Everyone celebrate. News in 12 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew, for letting us know. That remind me of that. We got 7 minutes to get on this. GDP quarter-over-quarter growth is improving. So this is a quarter-over-quarter growth number. This guy right here. GDP price index and sales. So looking at the growth quarter-over-quarter, as long as this number is positive, it means GDP is going up. This is the growth rate. This is the first derivative of the GDP number itself. So the growth means that GDP is just growing. And clearly, if the labor market is showing people are going back to work and GDP is growing, that's huge bull on top of bull news. That's why we're rallying. We'll learn a little bit about some economics today. GDP flat would mean that the growth is 0. GDP growing at a slope of let's just make up a number, a slope of 2 for every 1. the GDP was growing like that, then this would be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So quarter over quarter, it's just GDP is growing in a straight line, which is why this is flat too. That being 3 and 5, GDP has a little S shape right there, if you know how your derivatives work. That big spike is it's a big curve, a slope up. And then we're back to this little. So anytime it goes up, it's a bowl like that. Anytime it goes down, it's a bowl like that. Anytime it's above 0, it's still going up. Anytime it's below 0, it's going down. So you're reading a quarter over quarter growth. It's change, right? Yeah. So GDP, fucking killing it. The December number was massively awesome. Hit like lost against the forecast, but still pretty good. 4.9, 3.3. Great. Very good. We love our GDP here. All right, couple of minutes. We got something coming out. Let's watch. New home sales. Nasdaq is trying to sell right now. It's trying to find some downside. Get our new home sales number up here, month over month on the December note, and then the actual total sales. We'll keep that front and center off to the side. Remember to keep your financial juice active. What's going on here? Talking about GDP. Money markets price in 140 basis points of rate cuts in 2024 from the 130 before the ECB statement last night. Seeing 50 basis points of easing by June. Hey, these are awesome numbers too. So looking at the European Central Bank, economic data is all looking sexy and good. So Pixel Cow. So blue line is my target, my entry target. Well, I'm trading here, here, and here. Let me see. Hey, Cheyenne. Good morning. So when I have the option, so 1A is the open, which is what I took to the DD band, which is the screen line. Let me draw this a little bit better. And they're all in our videos, by the way, if you go watch them. So there's the opening trade from... Let me draw this a little bit. Let me draw this all a little better, you guys. So I'm going to match on here 1A here to DD band. This is here to DD band. It's the resilience greater than 0 rule. And then this is the 1B from here. So today we have half gap support, which is that white dashed line. We have hedge pressure support. I'm in right here. I'll be in again there. So. Does that make sense? I'm going to trim and just half my position here. I was hoping we get some push outside of the box, but we're not. So I'm going to trim just a little bit so that I can dive in right here. It's kind of a 20-point drop, so I don't want to be so heavy on 20 points. That's many thousands of dollars a loss if I'm wrong. Daily Bible reading says, we all know, right? It's an election year, so this is why. What is why? What's the context of what you're saying? So what is why? On the election year. It is an election year, so there's always some wonky mechanics. So what were you particularly referring to? Celsius. forgot what I was talking about. Lovely ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We are going to be turning the camera on. Probably I'll launch it tomorrow. I've got some cool like designs going on in the room now. That's 100%, Andrew, you hit it. So anytime hedge pressure is inside of the redistribution zone, this is, Adam is correct. This is one of our kind of advanced techniques, and we want everybody to learn this as well. There's a priority, right? Yeah, let me open up the training here. So in the summary, if you read down here, we have our 15 indicators that we teach you, okay? Oh, news is out. Let's see what we got. But just quickly, there's 15 things here. Anything ranked above something else prioritizes the higher, lower number over the higher number. So something, for instance, resilience is 12, hedge pressure is 15. So hedge pressure is at the bottom of the list. Resilience outranks it. So resilience will have likely have higher volume associated with it than hedge pressure. So if you get, like, if resilience goes below 0, like Adam said, then the desire to fill the gap smashes through the lower priority hedge pressure in the way. Does everybody type yes if you understand it? Type no if you're confused still. Since hedge pressure is ranked number 15 and the action inside a redistribution zone is ranked 12, the ranking comes from observably higher volume. We see that this is usually higher volume than that. So if resilience goes negative, it can smash your hedge pressure. So as Adam has warned, resilience is an early warning sign of a possible hedge pressure break, which is an early warning sign of red lights on the chart. So it's a great thing to always know, and that only happens if hedge pressure is inside of the zone, the redistribution zone here, just inside of here. If hedge pressure is outside of the box, and resilience does not have any effect on it. But if it's in the way of the filling of gap action, then it just gets plowed through. Resilience is a good telltale sign. Hedge pressure can break only under the circumstance that it's inside of the box. So if we were to draw the box here and hedge pressure is here, and there's a rank of 15 that it balances, but resilience is below 0 and price is trading here, and there's a rank of 12 that it smashes through the box because there's two competing signals. So there's competing signals, which one wins? And you're going to look at the ranking. We usually take the bet on that. So an example is if resilience is less than 0, as we showed, it's going to try to plow through the box to fill the gap. And if hedge pressure is in the way of its final destination, it's going to smash through it and therefore destabilize the market and fall. So in this particular setup, we see very much so is that when the market's trading nice and bullish and all of a sudden the stocks start filling their gap, the S&P falls to fill its gap. And then if you break through hedge pressure, initiates a chain reaction. It can sell off very heavy for the day. The fact that it's ranked higher than hedge pressure means that it's likely to break through. Now, if hedge pressure is outside of the box, you just don't care about it. I care about that relationship. Hedge pressure is here and resilience is negative. Well, you're still going to fill the box, but once resilience fills this box, even if it falls lower, the two are no longer related because the desire of gaps to fill goes from side to box to side to box. Then outside of the box, it doesn't tell you a destination, that it's not applicable. So anytime hedge pressure is outside of the box, you're not gonna do that. But anytime it's inside of the box, like Adam correctly stated, you always have to observe that that's a potential. So anytime this white number goes negative, the market can not only fall through here, but collapse pretty heavily. And we always make sure we know that. Very smart. I'm glad that he said that. Does it change at all that hedge pressure is close to the bottom of the RDC compared to if it were inside of it? I mean, if it's inside of it, it kind of counts for that. If it's outside of it, it doesn't. Easier. Yeah, so type 2, so type 2 is like the other one that we talk about, right? If you look on here. Imagine that hedge pressure is here. Okay. And you're, let me draw it. Less shitty handwriting. So good question. So it has to do with the desire of there's an actual destination target in mode. Let's talk about mode 1 really quick. Mode 1. There's a destination target. It's to go to the other side of the box. Mode 2, there is no destination target outside of the box. So on the bull side of like an example here, mode 2, if you're trading inside of here on mode 1, it goes to the box and you're good. What happens if it breaks and falls right there? Well, type 2 also states that you can have support here and there's an arrow that has no destination. It bumps into the next resistance. So it's likely to do that. So hedge pressure will be pushing down. Type 2 will be pushing up. So it'll likely balance in the middle. The hedge pressure break will be unrelated to type 2 resilience because this has no destination. Anytime you see an arrow on anything that we show you, it always goes to next resistance, whatever it is. In the case of what you said, Lee, great question. That arrow would be hedge pressure itself. So I would long to hedge pressure and close out, but I wouldn't bet that hedge pressure breaks because remember, the probability of hedge pressure breaking is 25% or less, right? Without a catalyst. So I don't ever take the bet that it would break through it. That's a great question. So, does that follow? Everybody follow? So they're not positioned at hedge pressure, Arsh. Great question. Let's get to the mechanics of how hedging works. Market makers are positioned everywhere. Hedge pressure is not market makers are bull or bear here. Don't think of it like that. Think of it like as a distribution of risk. And the risk is like a bell curve all inside of here. Market makers are positioned everywhere. So as price changes, the relative amount of delta hedging changes by everybody. Like somebody that's positioned here, if price were to fall here, this guy is going to do something. Like if price goes from here to here, this guy's going to sell a little bit. Somebody positioned here is going to sell a lot more. This guy is going to sell a whole lot more. This guy's going to sell a whole lot more. And then this guy's going to sell the most because he's at the money. When you're at the money, gamma is the highest, therefore the change in delta is the highest, so the change in order flow is the highest. So anywhere along this bell curve, people are buying and selling. At 9:30, when we do the calculation, the maximum gamma is just here, which means this is the maximum order flow. So the way you think of it like this is that it's kind of wrap your head around it. Dealers are positioned everywhere. They're defending everywhere all at once. Hedge pressure just receives the most amount of volume from people hedging all across the spectrum. It's not just market makers are parked here. The net sum of their activity maximizes here. So if price, and let me just use the bottom graph here. If price were to go just like this in a straight line, and you were to look at the volume would do this. And a normalized distribution curve. So this is the volume chart. This is volume of the day. So volume would spike up right here and spike down. Market makers are defending everywhere. Better way to see it. Thanks, Beavis. Does that make sense? So the maximum amount of change in delta of all options normalized to this price and time will happen right here. And a distribution curve. So hedge pressure is just a max amount of volume. Market makers are defending their position everywhere all at once, but just at different amounts. So somebody with like puts right here, imagine, here's an example. Okay. Market's falling. You sold a put it's out of the money. Let's just kind of draw it right here. Pretend I sold this put right here and we just plowed through the money. I'm here. I'm off the chart. I'm well below hedge pressure. So right here, my puts are out of the money. I might have 0. Keep falling, 0 shares. Falls here, I might have 0 shares. Falls here, oh, I'm in the money. Okay, I need to be short 100 shares because I sold a put. And dealers don't just go from 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Oops, I'm in the money. Okay, let me short 100. They will short at the rate of delta as delta changes. So let's just say that here delta is, let's make a number 0.1. Delta here is 0.3. Delta here is 0.4. Delta here is 0.5, and so on. You can see as you get closer to the money, the delta, the x-axis change in delta is thinner and thinner and thinner. Like this distance is wider than this distance and this distance. The change in delta, which is known as gamma, gets smaller, or sorry, gets higher the closer you get to the money. So if prices are falling in a linear fashion, let's just look at x being time. Okay, crap. I'm short 10 shares. Here's a lot of time. I'm short 20 shares. Okay, 30 shares. 40 shares. 50 shares. 60. And then like I'm doing all my activity right here. Then I'm at the money. Now imagine everyone doing that everywhere all at once, where they're at the money, in the money, out of the money, at the money, and it's the same. This is one put that's way down here on a price move like this. Well, imagine every single put that exists is experiencing the same behavior. What's that maximum amount of order flow that burps from everybody trading? It's the net sum of all of this one particular behavior done bajillions of times across the entire spectrum. The maximum amount of delta change when normalized takes place at hedge pressure. That's the net sum of all options sold to all people. And if price just moves from here to here, then every single call and put in the money, out of the money is going to get people trading against their position. So at all times and all places, people are acting on hedging their risk that are market makers. It's just going to be different rates. And this is the maximization of that activity. So yeah, market makers are defending here, there, they're defending everywhere. But at this place, you're just going to get the max amount of delta change. So again, just to repeat, if price were to fall in a straight line, your volume would be like that. Right where the peak is would be the interaction of hedge pressure, which is why at hedge pressure break, near it or around it, you start to see volume spike. So we were to search for like on the scanner, let's just look for hedge pressure breaks, just any of them. GameStop. Okay, let's look at some hedge pressure breaks today. GameStop is a little wiry, but it's easy to see. As soon as you're breaking through hedge pressure, you see right here. You need a little bit of spike as you're breaking through it. Oh, and this one as well. As you broke through it here, you got a little spike as well. Pick another random one. Nugget. See, some of these are illiquid and they don't have a lot of volume. Can't wait till we get our new candle data. February 1st, by the way. See, this is one of the things you guys may not notice, right? So we got 5% of the candle volume. You don't get a lot of candle activity on a lot of things that aren't traded on the other exchanges we buy. So we're going to get our full candles going for all the stocks. I can't wait for that. February 1st, we've been talking about it for months. It'd be easier to make these analysis, right? Without the little sparkles on the candle. Here's the hedge pressure move. And again, which is going to be, it's going to show cleaner volume distribution as well. So you guys didn't know, we only buy 5% of the volume in our data feed because we never used candles. Imagine having like a full bell curve, which would be really sexy. Just to actually see it in its fullness. It'd be really lovely. Here's a hedge pressure breakthrough there. You can see that right when you broke through, there is a volume spike. I can see it right here. Right when you went through it. So that's that activity. So they're trading everywhere. So what you're betting on is that without a catalyst, we just observably notice that less than 25% of the time it breaks through. For the most part, it takes an event to shift every single dealer in town to capitulate to go the other direction. Because the majority of them are they're all acting everywhere. The majority of change takes place here. Or puts and calls balanced. So it takes a catalyst to imbalance the balance. This is a balance point. So since you open up below, people are shorting already relative to the balance point. So usually that overwhelms the longing. If you open above, they're longing right out the door. And usually that longing overwhelms the selling. So when you get close to here, that volume that peaks up is a mix of buying and selling. But as we found, about 75% of the time or less, it holds. In our newest back test. It really takes an event. Like everything's clean, everything's clean, everything's clean, looking solid, right? Okay. That's a great question. As Beavis said, very cool way to see it. Yeah. All right, we are now outside of the box. Pretty sexy. I like it. Visa sitting at hedge pressure, UVXY. Let's watch this guy right here. If you guys don't mind giving the little thumbs up to the stream, maybe leave some comments below. We like to engage with those comments. You have anything to say? What trades are you guys in right now? Looks like you're getting long break to the upside. I do like it. I'm going to add back to my initial position. Let's go into 20 here. Arnarn's trade's pretty solid. From here is the support. Do we get DD banned today? I think we do. Louis Long, yeah, baby. Yeah, I like it. It's 500 bucks. We'll take it. S&P breaking out the new highs. Go ahead and mark our red lines on the chart here. 49.25. Mark it really quick. I'm loving it. $600, looking great. Hanging in there. Let me find any yellow lines in the way. Where's our next yellow? 5,029.75. Wow, let's draw it. Here's our next yellow. $700. Let's go. Let's go. See, like I got in heavy here, started to trim a little bit, got back in here on the long. It's looking pretty solid. So let's see if we can still hang in on that. Monitoring the rest of the market, making sure everything. Remember, when other things hit their bands, we get a little nervous. $800. We're going. I'll take it. Let's go. Watch your Nasdaq. Nasdaq's gonna hit first, guys. Let's go. Let's hit it. They do like. Killer week, y'all. What'd you guys do today? Did y'all long? Did you short? You'll trade in this? Anybody short this? Once tapped, yellow lines. No, yellow lines will always be valid. That's the best part about them. They're always valid until the red line that creates them goes away. So you can see them here. Let me show you what I mean by that. They're actionable forever, literally forever. Right, here's an example. This is the history of all of them that are still open. This one that was created here. Remember, we create it on this day, we draw it. And then a month later, look at this pivoting action. Here, 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 for weeks. It's still active. So the minute you touch the red line that creates it, every red line and yellow lines come together as a pair. So the illiquid impact creates a final destination. If you ever are to, it's the thinner of the two red lines. If you ever were to touch this line, if I were to trade, like the market were to sell off and touch this line, then the yellow finally goes away. So it's there. All of these are here because that run is still active. So it'll be actionable repeatedly. Here's another example of this one right here, 48.29. Look at how perfect that sell-off was right here. Perfect that sell-off was. Right? Pivot, 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 pivot. As long as the red line that creates it is open. Now, actually, I think this one... Oh, so that one even... Okay, so even so, I didn't even realize that. This one is actually no longer active. But it still pivots there, but we don't consider it anymore. Until you hit that red line. I had deleted the red line. I forgot to delete the yellow line. So here, when the red line was deleted, so ignore me saying this one, because even though it's pivoting very well, we still remove it from the strategy when the red line is defeated. So here I just forgot to delete it. I did delete the red line because we plowed through it. So this is an example of when you would delete one. So here is where it was, and then the next day it fell and broke through whatever red line was there. Therefore, that's when you would remove it. But even though it still can have pivoting action, we don't use it past that touch. So that one would have been Apple. So that one's actually gone. Any more of them? Yeah. So essentially, you know, as the history, we solid. All greens looking good. Long baby, long baby, long baby, long. Y'all are such good traders. I love you guys. Y'all listen to the education. You guys aren't here copying what I'm doing. You guys aren't here following my lead. Y'all are learning, and y'all know why you do what you do. I love it. Joshua took a $15 profit on that small dip with one put contract, but long. But you're long now. As long as you took some profit and then get squeezed, let's see. Like you're taking notes like you're in college. Come on, baby. Let's hang in there. Keep going. Keep going. I want to get greedy here. I want another 10 points. That'd be nice. I have no reason to believe that we don't trade all the way to the bands here today. My brain's even telling me we hit the bands and break them. But we'll see. We'll see. My instinct is here. I remember I talked about this yesterday. Sorry, this move yesterday. I talked about it today. My brain always remembers old trades that I've done. And I remember this trade I made in I think it was my first small account challenge I did in 2019. Like when you get that quick sell-off dip in the middle of a bull market, like that a one-day sell-off, it just tends to like catch back up to that one mode of turbulence you had. Now this isn't a good example of it. Let me see if I can find a better example of it. Like this right here. Here it is. Here it is. This, guys. Right here. That one day sell off that pushes, and then makes its way back up to where it was originally going. That could be today. That's what I'm hoping for. So hit the band, break the band, keep going. So this kind of move, where yesterday was a one-day thing, and today the bulls are back in attack. That's what I want to see. So again, it's just there's no rhyme or reason to that. I just think the market is so bullish. That was the dip everybody was looking for, and today people are. And the overnight, the good European sentiment, the good ECP news, all that stuff, ECB news. Is making me think the same thing. Now again, it's random at DD band, but this right here, right? and then it sells from here a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. And draw a little thinner so it's easier to see where my brain is going here. This is what I'm anticipating. See that this is like curving like this. Oops. More like this. So that like we're here. And then we pop up and hit that. That's where I think we're going. Have I played Pal World yet? Oh, the Pokemon looking game? I have not. Have you played it? Bible readings you shorted? Good luck with your short. Even if I were to short, I would short it personally. If I were to short this, I'd want to short off of this band here. Now again, we can get squeezed. I can get squeezed on this long. It can turn against me. All eyes are on all three indices right now, the majors. Nasdaq right here is what I'm looking for. So ideally, I want to see us connect with this.
When picking a commerce platform, you have two choices.
Oh, you piece of...
Or,
Yeah!
that's the sound of selling on Shopify, online, in person, and
You guys, I'm on a phone call right now. Taking tight still, guys. I'm on a phone call, so I'm just not saying much. Just hanging out here. Still feel pretty confident. That's like starting to make some moves here. Yeah, Russell looking blah, but still things are still looking slightly okay. I'm still waiting for this, right? Like that would be a much bigger trade on this one. I'm just waiting, not doing much else. I have no reason to distrust it. None of our indicators are showing me that yet, so I'm just hanging in here. I have no reason to walk away yet. Now, with there being major earnings today, the S&P is kind of probably not moving far. I was expecting to do a little bit more, but we also have another support coming through here. Remember, I talked about this yesterday. VIX hits that and then starts to come down, then that's a great sign. So that. So we're going to have some support from volatility, crunching, and hedge pressure support as well. So two different things I'm looking. I'm just being patient, holding through it. Maybe I, again, like earlier, kind of would be in half my position, all things being equal. But I'm pretty confident in today's move. I'm like very confident in today's move. There's nothing alarming me, anything. Index divergence is a caution. Nothing at all about this is scary to me. Oh, it's starting to move. Oh, good deal, good deal. I just trusting the process here. Fingers crossed. Again, that's just my hopeful plan. My one fear is that I take drawdown before the trade actually wins. So if I had some fears, I would trim. Like when we jumped up here, I added to the position again. My cost basis is kind of crummy right now. I wish my cost basis was slightly better. The gap and go is not necessarily playing out as much as I want it to. I'd like to get 15 and then 15 here and have 3 at half gap. And as long as resilience is greater than 0, having my position three minis, having my position cost base at half gap, a decent sign with threats greater than 0. I was hoping for a quick run to here and then a quick reset at minimum because we have major earnings today for, you know, Visa, T-Mobile, there's a couple others today. But it's not like major earnings like tech earnings, but it's still pretty major for the S&P. It's diversified. You have a Visa, T-Mobile, Intel, 3 different industries. Louis Vuitton as well. Some big ones. Comcast, Union Pacific. So very diversified days. The S&P's remaining relatively balanced as long as those companies aren't moving quick. I thought we were going to see NQ as well. That's like what I'm still waiting for. So I think NQ is going to make a run for it, which will probably bring S&P to get me back into profit again. So my question is, you know, NQ is looking slightly better. It's index divergence rule, so showing, and if NQ is greater than 20 above the S&P or less than 20, then the divergence rule kicks on. Or if one's positive and one's negative, with the distance of 20 between them. As well. Then the light turns red if one's positive and one's negative. There's always caution on that one. I think people are trying to sell it like they did yesterday. I think the sentiment is you're getting a lot of people trying to sell this, and if it doesn't rally within the hour, it's not going to rally today. If it hovers inside of here, like if this is a resistance and it's hanging in here, then it's not going to do anything. I want this candle to engulf and be green right now. Like this hour, I wanted to do this. European markets will close in a little bit. I believe they're still open. until 10:30. Our clock here goes in just a little bit. So European markets are going to be closing in about 20 minutes. Monitor them how they close out. So I want to see that engulfing and moving like now. I want Europe to close strongly. It's an ECB comments, and so if we get a strong European close, then I'm pretty good. And then I might trim if Nasdaq hits DD. If it depends. If we engulf this hour, I'll probably hold on until DD for sure. Yeah. Now I could say the same thing like, oh, I'm kicking myself for not taking profits, but there was no gauge on where to take profits here. That was just a random candle, and then when that happened, it's like there was no pivot there for anything. I still think we're good. Oh god, why is the TradingView's default Fibonacci tool like crazy like that? There's so many different colors. I'm gonna measure the halfway point there. Okay. I'm just gauging where the middle is. Sometimes you get to see strange sell-offs that happen and you're just kind of
Having health insurance is important.
waiting on that. Just being patient. I know it's not the sexiest thing in the world to see yourself take a little drawdown and then the rally goes.
Check your mail for a renewal form from your state. Complete the form and mail it back right away so you don't lose your
Now we're back to green. Let's go. Like I said, I want to see this hourly candle engulf this last selling one. Let's get that velocity going into European close. I want to see that. Let's go break the halfway point. Let's keep going. Like I said, just having a little faith in the system. Nothing scared me yet, if holding through that drawdown was worth it. I wish I would have had a lighter position, to be honest, but I was ready to add to here and here. Come on, baby. We have 30-something points. Let's get a 20 run. Keeping in mind that we're eyeballing volatility today. Keep your eye on Triple B. We should get a little screenshot of that, everybody. Keep an eye on this thing. Always make sure you keep an eye on that. Again, this is just volatility, so this V is just volatility right now. Not necessarily rally. I want to see us V up and then volatility collapse, and then it keeps us stable there, and then we continue to squeeze. It's kind of a multi-part move. So this is just your volatility. And if we continue to stabilize as VIX turns down, then that's great. And then it just can continue to accelerate on the squeeze. And this move might continue after market because we have earnings today, major earnings. Kind of a mellow day, you guys. Just kind of taking it easy. I'm not necessarily like super excited about what I'm seeing, but we're seeing some good stuff. I was more excited earlier today, but this could just be a nice little continuation. I like to see this right here continue to press. Imagine if it hits here and starts to consolidate, it's going to accelerate. So I'm excited to see something like along that magnitude. I want to see that. I want to see us engulf last hour's candle. It means this hour, I want to see us break highs, and then I'll just hang on for the day. If we get it. We have to be careful that VIX doesn't break Triple B. You know the drill. Ooh. Tito got funded with the 100K static account. Good job. I know I'm being super quiet today. What are you guys up to right now? Y'all want to do anything fun today? Anything y'all want to chit chat about, talk about? I'm just taking it easy. I gotta go to the gym in a little bit. All right, got a couple more things. What are you gonna do? Have to do some things to the exchange really quick. One more thing. All right, I'm back. What time are DD numbers posted? They are posted before the futures market opens, so I believe we do it at maybe 5:45, somewhere between 4 and 5. I should know this exactly what time they're posted, but before the futures market opens somewhere. So when the futures market does open, they should be updated. I think they run it at 5:45. If you were to ask me, but either way, when you sit down in the market hours should be there. The top of my head, I would have told them 5:45. That's when I would. Come on, let's get that in. Let's get that candle. Let's engulf that baby. Baby. Let's see it ride. Come on. Go, go, go. See what's going on here. What are some new games that have come out? I need something new to play while I'm at my computer a lot, doing a lot of work, but I get a lot of downtime in between things I do, and I just have to be present. What's a good game? I've been playing Cyberpunk actually, because I bought it when it first came out, and then it sucked, and then I quit, and then the expansion came out, and then I tried it again, and it's actually really nice. It's a really cool game. What else is good that's worth checking out? What is Game Pigeon? Is that like small mini games and stuff? Oh, I need to start planning my Miami trip. I'm going to Miami in like a week, something like that, for like 3 days. Just a quickie. All right. It looks like European markets closed down. Hmm. You're stuck on Google? Jose, way to go, man. Good job. Yeah, VIX creeping. I want to see that VIX at that level and turn around and just hold the fort. right back. Trying to order some LED diffusers for my room really quick while I'm hanging. Millimeter. Hold on, I'm gonna tape measure real quick. Be right back. Somebody yell at me if my trade starts going south. Alright, the channel. Dimension. And 6 feet. Breathe. Boo. What an uneventful day. All right, now we're starting to move. Come on, let's go. Move, damn it. I'm trying to buy some LED diffuser strips for my room. Some with some L-shaped channels to wrap around. Project I'm doing. Project. And a new crossword puzzle book because I'm a basic bitch like that. I do lots of crosswords. When I fly. When I do anything really. Yeah, I feel like the IDM needs to do that as well. Come on, baby. We get that mode 2 resilience looking good, looking clean, looking clean. And then VIX starting to crunch a little bit, which I do want to see. This is what I want to see. Everybody keep your eye on NASDAQ though. NASDAQ about to hit DD band, so that's going to put a damper on today. Watch for this light. Keep your eyes here. There's my pencil. Don't sleep on this one. Where's my pencil tool go? All right. Diffuser. Shapens L. What that does. I mean, I'll take it. It's a trade. Here's my here's my current problem. This is what I'm currently focusing on. I need some LED strips. However, oh, let's keep the trade front and center. Where'd my pencil tool go? Damn it! Oh, I always hate when it's. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Like, these are for internal bins. Like, if you have a corner of a room, then that's what that is for. But if you have a corner that goes out like this, it needs to be like rotated and bent 180 degrees the other way. They need L-shaped brackets, but instead of this being internal, it needs to be external. So these need to be rotated facing out. I need this corner, not that corner. So I'm looking for those right there. I need some diffuser strips. This is important stuff. This is the most important part of my day. So the hard things. That's what I've been doing. So I'm put the camera on. I'm doing some cool stuff in the room. The cameras can come back on next week. Yeah, it's like a I can't remember the name of it. Corner bends out instead of bends in. It's actually to wrap around the trim of a door frame. So lights are on the exterior side of the door. So it's an external corner. The corner doesn't bend in like the corner of a room does. The corner protrudes out. So it needs to be round on the outer edge instead of round on the inner, or to be connected on the outer edge to the inner edge. I don't know if they, so I'm looking for a kit of connectors. That's also, what I hate about Amazon is it's so hard to tell what's junk and what's not. Like you get through a couple iterations of these things until you get something that works. What about this one? These are all for like cabinetry and internal things, like they go underneath or inside of something, not on the outside of something. I don't like, I'm like, what would I call an external corner? Is there a name for it? So we're just gonna figure it out. DD band on NASDAQ. Hello. Did it trigger a touch? It didn't trigger the touch here. Hold on. I'll change the logic there. All right, that just clearly needs to be a greater than or equal. Okay. Looks like the logic is not greater than equal. Glad I caught that. The logic just says greater than. It should be greater than equal. Wait, okay. We'll fix that. Here's that DD band tap on in queue. Looks like, yeah, it looks like the logic's we have it, if greater than it turns red. If it touches it, it also needs to turn red. We'll make sure we do that. Logic on a single tick. Man, fuck this market today. Right? Be accurate to the tick. Exactly how we roll here. This is so dumb. I don't like this on doing anything. Come on, NASDAQ breakthrough. Will it? Yeah, like that should be it. We have the same data feed. It's the futures data feed. This should be triggering it. The one of two things happens: either the logic is incorrect and it doesn't have greater than or equals to, or it just happens so fast and it triggered the process. Like the process polling did not happen. And we need to check the historic candles to make sure. But I think it should be. This updates every 2 seconds. My fear is that it happens so quick when it takes the snapshots of did it break or did not break. It falls in between polling interval. But I think our logic is flawed. I think it just doesn't have the equal sign. We'll double check. This is stupid. I'm being stupid. Everything looks good and my brain is telling me to hold on to it. But man, this market is not wanting to move. Only rockets here can be so accurately predictive that you would need to worry about the logic of a single tick. There you go. Mathematical accuracy is what puts a spaceship on the moon. If you're off by a millimeter, things are gonna crash and kill everybody. This is just kind of blah. Whatever. I know the minute I close this out, it's going to start rallying. Let's just do this. Let me put back my half my position size. And I'll all or nothing this. I will all to DD. I will hit hedge pressure with the other half of the trade. Yeah, VIX has been creeping all day. That's where that volatility is going to come in. So with the higher VIX, I'm anticipating that this can get a possible dip that I would buy off of hedge. I'm just going to trim it so that way I don't take that big of a drawdown. I agree with you, Sam. I'm like in the same boat. All right, back to my LED strips. There's nothing that told me to close this out other than I'm being a wuss. Everything is still mode 2 resilience, non-irrational. That NASDAQ DD band tap is just, it's not a bad alarm. It's just that this could be the end of the day alarm. So we'll see what we got. We did not engulf the candle on the hour. There was a weaker display right here, but we'll see. This is going to slowly move now. I have to pick up steam. This is an all-day trade now. That velocity isn't there that I want. But we'll see. I mean, I'll also take it with half a position. So why did I trim down to half my normal position is three minis, right? So I'm at half because this light should be yellow, right? The DD band tapped and came back in. Okay. What I call them external corners. I know this is like, you guys are going to be on my awesome, useless journey here. IKEA's LED strips. Oh yeah, IKEA has really nice stuff actually. All my stuff is Govee, however, for Philips. And my office is on Govee. So I can have it all on the same app. But yeah, IKEA stuff is really nice. LED diffuser with L shape corner. External. Good article in Fine Home Building 2024 about a low voltage LED lighting circuit. Wired controls better than LEDs that aren't. Built for a 120 volt supply. Can you send that over? I'll always love learning about anything lighting. That's one of my... I'm a big fan of like in-home lighting. And my house is just like, I have clever lighting all over the place. It's like one of my favorite things to play around with. Ambiance, everything, man. Everything peace and harmony. Like how I've gone up and down $500 and I'm sitting here flat. I'd rather just hang for half gap tot. Now again, we're starting to lose resilience right now. You can lose a possible loss in resilience. Get close there. That Nasdaq DD. Yeah. Let's keep an eyeball here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't die. Well, I don't know. I'd like to get head treasure tap. That'd be better profit. Let's close out 5. I'm just going to trim the other 5 just so I can get down at half gap. So I'm down to 1/3 of my normal position size. All or nothing it down here. So I'll jump into my full position on that tap just about we don't sell off. So we're good. Before this drop right here, I just trimmed another 5. So I'm good. I'll just hang on to this. Grab a tap and be good with that. L shape, L shape. And hoping for a little bit more. Plus, like these diffuser plates just look so thin and like I feel like I'd still see the LEDs inside of them. The transformers die before the LED? Really? I guess that's such a huge to change such a huge voltage differential, I guess, to get because LEDs such low voltage that transformer would burn out because you're wait. So basically what you're saying is because the differential of the voltage across the transformer is so much because LEDs are such low voltage that these very weakly designed transformers just burn out pretty quick. Do they create like a fire hazard or your strip just dies? There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's hit that little dip. I'm glad I trimmed out of my 20 down to 10, so I'm really happy with that. This is what I do want to see today. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on this, everybody. I'm gonna wait on this. Since resilience is negative, now I am going to wait on half gap for a tap. Half gap. So what I want to do is I want to hit this, and even with negative resilience, there's that leg right there. I can always crawl out of it. So I'm gonna hang. I'm not gonna touch it on half gap right now. The strip. Oh, the strip dies. Yeah. These Gobi ones, I'm new to the brand, so hopefully they're pretty good. So far, I haven't disappointed. And we'll see. Ooh, how about a silicon LED channel? Silicon is like the best diffuser. These are moldable. Ooh, this is what I can do. I can buy the silicon one and just wrap it around the door. Like external, I can just bend it. But silicon's gonna be very expensive though. 16.5 feet for $50 just for a diffuser? What? And I had to put the light strip inside of it. See, what you want is like, you don't want the diffuser to still show the dots. Like you want spotless. So silicon's gonna give you that spotless, like a cheap kind of like faded plastic, you'll still see the dots. You don't want that at all. But silicon's the way to go if you want to truly... And it's bendable. Maybe I can just bend it around the door. I kind of like that idea better, but $50? Well, you think I'm rich or something? Jesus. Just for the diffuser. 16.5 feet. So my door frame is going to be... I need 11 feet. So that's good enough. God. Yeah, I agree. Higher density, closer together. Dude, I bought the Govee. I'll tell you what I bought, and they're fucking awesome. You guys will see them whenever I I might just buy a silicon strip. That way I can bend it. Let me show you what is actually really good, and I would completely endorse this. The Govee Glide, really nice. It looks exactly like this. This is a really cool little system, just to create like a little bit of a decoration. They're very nice, and the diffusion is spotless. I do like it. Okay, silicone. How come the same one is... That one was 50 bucks, this one's 20 bucks? Oh, wait, hold on. $50 for a 15 pack. Oh, okay. I see. It's pretty cool, yeah. It's a neat little lighting kit. Let me see the reviews. I always like to look for reviews, and I only look for reviews that have pictures that look like somebody actually took the picture inside their house. My trick when ordering things like lighting or whatever. Yeah, like I want to look at it and see like Govee LEDs fit. Yeah, but then you see like little dots there. People might like that. I don't like that. The whole reason to pay extra money is to not see. Now, certain colors may not diffuse as well. See, like, meh. And it bends the light to make it yellow. It's better than nothing. New adults. Not spotless, yeah. Even 50 bucks, I'd be disappointed to buy that. Okay, spotless. Or I could just buy the Govee strips that already are... Oh, you know what I can do? I think Govee sell... I mean, theirs will be pretty spotless. I might just buy theirs. Ooh, see, that's the thing. Hold on, rope. I know you guys are loving my LED journey here. Govee has very nice products though, and the app is really nice. Neon rope lights. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's what I want to see. Their diffuser strip will be very nice, but how much for... Oh, okay, so the LED plus the diffuser itself is 100 bucks. That's okay, so that's not bad. It will really look like that too. Their stuff is fucking spotless. I've had great success with all their products. Look at this. You can like draw your own image here. Oh, that is super cool. I like that. That's worth 100 bucks. I'm gonna buy those. No adults. All right, hold on a second. All right, about time to call the stream quits. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be here tomorrow. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna add a hedge pressure. You know how it goes. Get that tap. I'll take it. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.